So much to report on. From regional planning, we've reinitiated relationships with the town of Howell. My good friend, Chairman John Holdridge there, and I have had some communications, correspondence in writing concerning planning together as a city and as a township. John has responded very much in the affirmative and in positive. We have been able to rekindle some of those relationships with area municipalities when it comes to regionalization of some of our programs and some of our planning areas. We have also, I think I would be remiss to say that I have enjoyed working closely with the Portage County Executive, Patty Dreyer, County Board Chairman Phil Eidsvoog, in a couple of other areas related to city-county cooperation that I'm sure the next mayor will want to continue with here in the city of Stevens Point. There are so many things that the city and the county do in concert with each other, from the treasurer's office to tax collection to law enforcement. If you stop and think about it for a moment, there is so much to do, and I've really enjoyed the opportunity to discuss these issues on a number of occasions with the county executive and with the county board chairman, Phil Eidsvoog. So again, a good example of the city and the county working in a collaborative nature with surrounding jurisdictions and surrounding fellow elected officials here in the city of Stevens Point. I've also had an opportunity to get to know some of the folks in the old Maine Neighborhood Association and the hard work that they're doing to preserve the quality and integrity of the homes in that university area. And I certainly would enjoy hearing more from them in the very near future as to how their efforts go here in the city of Stevens Point. Again, there is so much to talk about that even when you think of only being back here for about 4.5 months, you start to realize, well, the city council, under the leadership of the council president, Jeremy Slowinski, the committee chairs, Mike Phillips on personnel, you have alderperson Tony Patton on finance, and of course Jeremy Slowinski chairs public protection. You have your plan commission, police and fire commission. It's important always to report and remind the people that it's teamwork, the teamwork of the city council, the city department heads, the city employees, the senior leadership of the community. The directors of the city are just an exceptional foursome of individuals, professionals who care very deeply for the direction of this community. And I realized pretty soon when I started making this list of accomplishments between the city council and the other elected officials here in the community, and that includes City Clerk John Moe and our Comptroller Treasurer Corey Laddick and City Attorney Logan Beveridge, that it truly is a team effort. All of them working together, kind of pulling the city all in the same direction. And it really has been a very productive and a very successful 4.5 months by any objective standard. I would also commend, and I suppose they will all cringe that I do this, but I commend the news media for the work that they're doing. We have better, in my view, more comprehensive media attention to city committees and to the Common Council today than I think we did in my second and third terms, when there was only one or sometimes two media outlets who showed any interest in reporting the news from the city of Stevens Point. Now at our Common Council meeting, there are always 4 members of the press representing different parts of the local media who've done a good job of sorting out information and reporting it to the people. I would be remiss if I didn't remind you that one of the best tools for information of what's going on in the city of Stevens Point is StevensPoint.com. John Quirk and his large team of 40 or 50 employees now. Okay, I'm kidding. John's sitting behind the camera, so he knows I'm doing that to him. John Quirk works very hard. No, he does not have 20 or 30 employees. It's basically a one-person operation. Sarah is there 20-some hours a week, I guess. But it's basically John's hard work with StevensPoint.com, keeping that updated, keeping programs like this on Community Focus and putting them up on our Facebook page, Twitter, and wherever else he posts this stuff. I'm not even sure. I'll probably be running into it for the next 10 or 15 years. But John is to be commended for his hard work, too, here in the city of Stevens Point. Again, I could probably fill another half hour if I went through every project and program that our city council and city employees have accomplished by working together in the last 4.5 months, but I don't have that kind of time. So I will say thank you. It has been an honor. It has been a privilege to be back with all of you again for the last 4.5 months. The last thing, I told my wife this recently, that I ever expected when I said goodbye in 2007 is that I would be someday sitting back working in the mayor's office. It has been an honor, and I thank the City Council for electing me and giving me this opportunity to return and to work for you, the people of Stevens Point.